Hey guys, Avatar here, welcome back. Today we're taking a first look at Metal Slug 3. As the music chimes in perfectly. It's a nice little side-scrolling action game currently on Steam for $7.99, or you can actually get a 2-pack for $12.99. Developed by .emu. It's a nice little bit of a game here. Let's take a let's take a couple observations real quick. First of all, I think that's a rat eating a piece of cheese, or maybe extremely big tongue. I'm not really sure what that is, but it's kind of funny. You have your settings, and as we hear an okay in the background constantly. You have your key configuration. You have player 1. See, pretty straightforward, right, down, up, left. Some decent binding options there with the auto fire, no. Player 2 controls kind of the left side of the keyboard, so you can have, both those different. Yes, this music is annoying. And we got language settings, which is pretty cool. And then video options, resolution, full screen, video filtering. So I mean, it's only an $8 game. It's side scroller, so I'm okay with these settings. Except you might notice the lack of something here. And that is, yep, you guessed it, there's no sound editing anywhere here. At least not that I can blatantly see. I've been racked. Okay, it's not in the missions, it's not in the gallery. Okay. Where could it possibly be? I don't know. I don't know. So it's not here. Anyways, let's get into it a little bit. So if you do buy the 2-pack for a nice little discount, you could invite a friend to play with you, and the game's pretty cool with a friend or by yourself. Okay. I mean, it's basically an arcade game, so you're gonna get kind of what you put into it. I mean, it's an $8 game. It's an arcade. It's an arcade game, guys. So I mean, let's call it what it is. So mission mode arcade is really not that much of a difference. Let's just go and do arcade mode for shits and giggles. We can pick our character. I love the freaking retroness of this music. It's annoying, but it's also very enthusiastic. Let's go with Dharma.
Mission 1. Start.
So, pretty straightforward side scroller, as you can see. Just going on, killing a bunch of freaking, what are these, crabs or lobsters? Not really sure. So with your mouse button, I should say arrows, you can aim up, backwards, forwards. You see those little bubbles coming out. You can also go ahead and throw bombs with control. Blow all the good stuff up. If they do get close, they go ahead and there's a nice little melee action.
Heavy machine gun.
As you can imagine, I just got a weapon upgrade, so. What's cool about this game is if you get hit by anything, you just die. Boom. So there's not like any lives or anything like that, you get hit, you're dead. Thankfully, a lot of the projectiles will kind of shoot at you, you'll be able to avoid.
Okay.
Simply by basically just attacking. Let's go ahead and jump in this nice little ship down here. And we're in underwater level.
Thank you.
Now that we're in a ship, we do have a little bit of health. Ship's a little bit harder to control, unfortunately. As I'm freaking spazzing in here. No more ship for us. Let's see if we can. Oh my god. That was a close one. It's kind of comical, these guys will give you these extra points. Sometimes they will give you not the nicest of things. Let's see if we get one here. Nothing. Whoa. I don't want to spoil it. I kind of want to. A little more shock value if it just happens. Oh my god. freaking electrocuted. So we have credits in the bottom, so we can just go ahead and respawn. We'll go with Karma. We're gonna Tarma, where the hell his name is. Oh, and then we'll just run right back into the fucking giant creature. Jesus. Barbie. So he gave us some extra points. If we don't find one of the special ones in a minute here, I'll go ahead and spoil it for you. Or I can just keep randomly getting hit by these damn fucking jellyfish. So as you can tell, this game isn't that easy. I think we're on normal difficulty right now, and it's pretty difficult. Oh. Giant freaking lobsters. Drop some bombs on these guys. Oh. Die! I'm out of bombs. Oh my god. It's not easy. Being squeezy. Come on. One down, one to go. Nice. So yeah, it wasn't very easy now, was it? Oh, for the love of God. So we're just going to go ahead and not continue there. We're going to quit that session.
Okay.
Yes, I want to quit. So,
Okay.
let's try the mission mode. We'll go with mission 1, sure. 1 player, yes. Marco.
Mission 1. Start.
So as you can see, we can start at the same spot, kind of the same thing, it's just different missions. You can play for point value or whatever. I mean, at the end of the day, this game is what it is. It's basically just an arcade game for your PC. I mean, if you're a fan of these types of arcade games, I think you'd like it. Otherwise, I think it's probably not going to be that exciting for you. Now, I always struggle with these sorts of games when you're talking about, you know, games that have a lot of kind of like high scores to them and stuff. Because I mean, in this day and age, who is really kind of, oh my god, who's really competing in these high scores? You know, who's really doing any of that kind of things anymore? I mean, it's nice to have it, but I'm somebody who, I'm more into games that I can, you know, physically see and or feel. Let's go up this time since I got shit out of last time. Going down. You know, games like, I don't know, like Hearthstone or like Counter-Strike, games that like you're actively playing against people. I'm not a big fan of games where like it's like, oh, high scoring like that. I mean, it's really not the type of games that I think people my generation, born in the 80s, really are all about. Maybe if you have a soft spot for like Pac-Man or something, you still like that sort of thing, but unfortunately, it's not for me. Now, oh my god, that's just nasty. Now, with all that being said, again, this game is $7.99, so ultimately, I'm doing these first looks based on basically how much value you're going to get out of, you know, the most bang for your buck. And I have to admit, I mean, for $7.99, I don't think you're going to get enough out of it. Again, unless you're a huge fan of these arcade-type games, I think maybe if it was $5. Now, I know you're like, dude, that's, you know, a couple dollar difference, but I mean, at the end of the day, when we're talking about these types of indie games, I think those few dollars, you know, those few dollar difference can make it or break you, really. I mean, like, if this game was like $2.99, I'd be like, yeah, of course, pick it up. It's a fun little game that you can just jump on and have a little bit of fun with. You'll get some laughs, you'll get some, you know, some nice entertainment and some joy out of it. But in its current state, again, unless you're a big fan of this type of stuff, it's just kind of like, not so much. I mean, there's other indie games that you can go ahead and spend the $8 on that I think you'll get a little bit more enjoyment out of. But of course, you have to consider maybe if your friends are into this arcade kinds of games, they, you know, to get 2 copies for 13 bucks,
Okay.
there is some. Oh man, I'm just a fat little chubby guy. There is definitely a market for the value that you can have if you are playing with friends. But that's like any game out there, really. I mean, if you play a game with a friend, it's gonna, you know, go up in, you know, fun factor a shit ton. Oh, come on. My ship is just dying here. I'm gonna use my bombs more often.
Heavy machine gun.
So yeah, again, I think if you're playing with friends, it might be worth a look, or if you're in arcade games, it's worth a look. Otherwise, I think maybe you want to look at maybe some other types of games to spend your money. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and see you next time.